Hi guys! Today I'm going to share with you the 3-step formula and the essential toolkit you need before you quit your job. I'm very excited about this topic. It's something I've been plotting on for the past year and a half, and it's worked for me. Hopefully it will work for you as well. So without further ado, let's get right to it. The first step is to plan. Think of it as a project. You cannot run a successful project without any planning whatsoever. And this is, to be fair, probably the most important project in your life, because after all, it's to do with, getting what you want and design your own life. So how do you plan for this very important decision? The first thing to do is to know your values. And that means to figure out exactly what matters to you, and whether it would be career advancement, or health or family, or job satisfaction, or respect, integrity or freedom, financial security. Find out exactly what matters to you most and then put them in a list and then rank them. I will recommend a very, very good book to help you figure out exactly what you want and what to do with those desires. Once you've figured out what you truly want, which is a very, very difficult, it sounds a bit stupid, but really it is very, very difficult thing to do, to figure out what you want. Most people actually get stuck and they give up at this stage. So to help you figure out, I will recommend a book. It's called Restless Executive. I will link in the description box down below, so check that out. I was quite fortunate because I always knew I wanted to go into business at a very young age, having inspired by the entrepreneurs in my family. But even then it was difficult for me to make a decision when I was already in the corporate world. So I started to list a few business ideas. I still have the list on my phone, so if you're interested I can share the list with you. Eventually I decided on real estate, so property investment in the UK, because I thought it was something that I could handle outside of my full-time job. It's asset-based, and I've always been interested in real estate, the bricks and mortar. It gets me excited. There's a creative element to it as well. So then I made a decision to go into real estate and basically ditched all the other ideas temporarily on my list. So, and then I also did a lot of research and reading, networking, because essentially this is the next thing the next step that I want to share with you, which is to set goals. The goal setting, you probably have heard of SMART goal setting. If you haven't, please Google it. You have to know the SMART goal setting process. In my case, my goal was to replace my salary with the income generated by the property portfolio I was going to build in 5 years' time. So I knew obviously how much I was getting from the job, and then I figured out, okay, actually I just needed 4 or 5 properties that would generate enough rental income for me to be able to quit with a decent safety net. So that was my thought process. So once I figured out, okay, so I need 5 properties, and how I'm gonna achieve those. I don't have the cash to begin with. So what I did was I saved aggressively in the first year or two to be able to purchase my first property, and then I saved again aggressively and obviously with the financial knowledge that I gained and property experience I gained in the first year or two, I was able to purchase another property, and then just the whole thing, this whole side business just snowballed, and at the end of year 4 I was able to purchase 5 properties. So I actually achieved my goal ahead of my time frame. And that brings me to the third step, which is to take actions. But first of all, you need to know what actions you need to take. So here you go, I'm going to give you the toolkit. to help you figure out exactly what sort of actions you need to take to build up this side business while you are still doing your full-time day job. For any sideline business or any business at all to succeed, you need at least 5 things. So your actions need to focus on these 5 different areas. So the first thing is your mindset. Mindset is again an incredibly important topic, and it's a very big one. So again, I would recommend a book on this. Check out the description box down below. The second thing you need is knowledge. For the knowledge piece, what I did was basically talking to people who have already done it, reading books, going to seminars, conferences, obviously on weekends and evenings, and also my holidays. And that's yeah, that's just, you know, it's hard work, but it's just part of the you know, the plan. Second thing you need is money. Let's face it, it's a business we're talking about. To start up any business, you need money. In my case, obviously my chosen field is real estate, and you know, in real estate it's quite capital intensive, so I had to save quite aggressively from my day job. I even started to bring lunch boxes to the office to acquire my second property. I also borrowed some money from my then boyfriend, now my husband. I also borrowed money from friends. So just, you've got to do what you've got to do, right? You've got to just get it done. You need money, go and get it. It's simple. Okay, maybe not that simple, but you get the idea. And the third thing you need is network. And that's kind of linked to the mindset piece as well we talked about, because you need a network of people who are there to support you, to share the experience with you, to motivate you, to share the knowledge. You need your environment basically, and if you haven't got it, you've got to create it from scratch. So in my case, I went to lots of conferences to meet people. I met people who have been in my position and who have quit their job and built a successful real estate business from scratch. So I had my own inspiration, but I had to go and find it. And obviously, if you want to start up an interior design business, you probably need to go and do a course. You probably need to do, attend some conferences, and make some interior designer friends, right? You just have to be exposed. Expose yourself in that environment. That goes without saying, really. The fourth thing you need is skill sets. You need the new skills. You might be very good at doing your day job, and there are obviously some transferable skills you could put into your new business, but there's bound to be new skills that you need to start your sideline business and make a success out of it. And so, for example, I didn't have any experience in property management. So I basically started another company alongside my full-time job, another business to manage properties, so that I would know when I have built my own property portfolio, I would know what it might involve in terms of property management, and I would be able to, in a better position to select the best letting agents to work with. So it's one of the skill sets that you just have to acquire if you haven't got it, and if you can't, for whatever reason you cannot acquire, or if you're not in a position to, then you can outsource. But knowing what it involves definitely helps you with the outsourcing process as well. So that's the 5 things that you need in your toolkit to take actions in order to start with your sideline business. A quick recap: mindset, knowledge, money, network, and skills. So get those 5 things, and then you will know what actions to take as well around this 5 matrix, let's call it. I wouldn't lie about it. It's been a very challenging journey, but it's totally worth it. It's like having a baby. It's hard work and it goes through a huge amount of pain, but in the end, I've been told, it's totally worth it, right? But on a serious note, For me personally, it has been extremely rewarding, and yeah, I wish you the best of luck. So that's the 3-step formula I would like to share with you today. Plan, set goals, SMART goals, and then take actions around this toolkit matrix. Good luck, and if you think I have missed something, please leave a comment down below, and if you think this video has been helpful and value adding, please like and subscribe. I will really appreciate it. I was going through my diary the other day, and I found out this entry. It was actually about the list of considerations that I went through before I quit my job. So yeah, it's as real as it gets, I guess. I look forward to sharing this with you as well. Until next time, ciao ciao!